I'm Arun Gupto, Academic Director of IACER, Institute of Advanced Education, Communication and Research, affiliated to Pokhara University. I teach English to masters and MPhil students and supervise doctoral students. The MPhil program of IACER focuses on the courses related with the humanities and social sciences. So MPhil program courses are very much targeted towards a kind of interdisciplinary, transdisciplinary areas. And along with these kind of interdisciplinary, transdisciplinary areas, we also focus on writing projects. So two of the features of MPhil program is offering courses from various domains of the humanities in particular and focusing on writing projects. And we also offer courses which are focused towards South Asian studies. It is because South Asian studies is a new discipline in terms with the humanities in Nepal. And what has happened recently is that IACER has conducted a high level of cutting-edge research with the international academics and students and researchers from, for instance, Bangladesh, India, Canada, United States. And our students have also gone to pursue their doctoral studies in these particular areas. There are almost dozens of students who are working with us from different countries in this particular area of South Asian studies. So what is important for us is that in MPhil level research, we invite students to come and study with us so that we can engage in various domains of regional studies or South Asian regional studies. This is one of the most important research areas which we have been focusing at present. And secondly, IACER has a very good team of writers who are published internationally, published by some of the leading Anglophone publications. And some of the areas of research which we are conducting to encourage the students to be published in international anthologies are, for instance, South Asian memory studies, community and social justice studies, and then indigenous environmental studies. So these are the areas where we need state-of-the-art research activities. And all these courses which we offer in MPhil first semester and second semester, and also in research like independent studies and MPhil research, which paves way for doctoral research, which helps conduct doctoral research whether in Nepal or in South Asia or in Western countries, particularly in the United States. Let me also tell you about the admission processes at the Institute. One of the significant aspects which we introduced in Nepal almost around 2001 was that for higher education, for getting degrees in MA and MPhil, particularly in MPhil, you can come from any discipline of humanities and social sciences. We have students from the management, we have students from sociology, anthropology, we have students even from pure sciences like chemistry and physics. And this is one of the significant features of our institution. And we were the pioneers in higher education in Nepal to invite students from different disciplines. Now, anyone can come and join. Anyone can come, any student from any area can come and join us. And the process is very simple. They can come and then interact with the professors. They can meet them for various levels of consultancy regarding what they are going to do in future after MPhil, because MPhil is the last formal degree. After that, you engage in different kinds of research activities. You go for doctoral studies. So the first process is that we interact with the candidates, the students who come, and try to seek admission. Then there are some rules and regulations which are applying for the entrance examination, and then sitting for some kind of interview with the academics of IACER. And other rules and other nuances, other aspects of admission process can be interacted by other means of communication. Email and telephone are coming to IACER. Higher education at IACER is affordable due to two major reasons. One is that 3 students can get full scholarship, full funding by Pokhara universities, and there are multiple fundings, scholarly fundings by UGC. So our students get those kind of research fundings, those kind of fundings related with their dissertation writing. So affordability is determined by these kind of scholarships, and 2 scholarships, particularly Pokhara University scholarship and UGC scholarship. 2 other important things which I would like to share with you is the vision of MPhil program and the structure of MPhil program. Let me tell you about the structure primarily. The structure is very simple and straightforward. In the first semester MPhil, we have 4 courses, and in the second semester MPhil, we have 3 courses plus 1 independent study, research and writing dissertations. So we have 33 credit hours. What students need to do is that since 60% of the evaluation is conducted by the institute and 40% by Pokhara University, to which IACER is affiliated to, what is interesting and what is encouraging is that 60% is under the control of the students. So if they perform well, if they write their term papers, if they appear for midterm and end-term examination and the final board examination, which is 40%, so they can have they can enter into a system which is very progressive. That means there are ample chance of committing mistakes and correcting them, talking to the students, talking to their classmates, having consultation with teachers, those teachers who offer their courses, and also meeting the teachers who conduct writing center activities, who initiate some kind of editing works, who help you in improving your papers. So 60% is actually, the idea is that the 60% is very much under the control of the students if they are regular, if they are very much punctual regarding writing their research papers and appearing in the midterm and end-term examination and coming to the institute regularly, which is important in relation to the 60% evaluation process. What we have experienced at IACER is, this is the vision, this is a very simple idea with which IACER for 2 long decades have been doing pretty well, which is that for this particular kind of internal evaluation engagement, the students have to come not only for the classes, but create IACER as a kind of homely atmosphere where they come, interact, they come before the class, they come after the class, they play simple games like table tennis. The students are always meeting the teachers who are there in the morning and also in the evening. So the vision which carries with this idea of 60% evaluation is that you create a system where you work for 6-7 hours in a very homely atmosphere. I should also tell you that IACER does not cater a kind of number of students where we invite a crowd, because we cannot give personal attention to the students if we have large number of people coming to study with us. That is why, because of this evaluation system, which is progressive, which helps the students gain their knowledge as well as perform pretty well, and secondly, creating this homely atmosphere, what we have seen is, in average, IACER has connectivity with its former students and current students in international doctoral studies everywhere, in Europe, in America, in Asia, in India to Japan. So why? Because this grading system assisted by a kind of homely academic atmosphere, where some of the leading teachers of English academia are offering courses and interacting with you. At present, if we look at the scopes, after studying MPhil at IACER, there are two major scopes. One is that large number of students are going for doctoral studies, because the pattern of higher education, MPhil English education, is very much related with the patterns of Western universities or American universities. That is why it is very easy for the students, if they work hard, if they follow some of the processes of research, then they go to study a PhD at various Western universities. And there are multiple evidences of a student going to study PhD in different disciplines, not only in pure English literature, but in other disciplines of humanities and social sciences. Second is that IACER has a very strong team of writers who are published internationally. They have edited anthologies, they have written monographs, and at present there are students who are working on 2 or 3 fields. And those areas of humanities and social sciences, and their writings are going to be published in 2025 and 26. So what I suggest is that on the one hand, you can go for doctoral studies. On the other hand, you will be able to publish in leading Anglophone publications. I myself have been engaged in this kind of writings. My books are published in Routledge, my books are published in Rupa, my articles and articles of my students are going to be published in international anthologies, journals. So these are two of the most significant advantages which we can think and offer to our students during their MPhil studies, course studies, as well as also when they are doing their engaged in research writing. One of the reasons for choosing IACER for MPhil studies is that we have been conducting multiple workshops where we invite professors, particularly from American universities, under Fulbright programs. In the domain of digital humanities, 2 professors came from United States. In the area of American studies and cultural studies, professors came from United States, and also in the field of rhetoric and writing and social justice. Recently, a professor from UT, Texas came and conducted a kind of workshop. So these are some of the benefits in terms with associating IACERians with some of the leading universities of the world, especially leading universities of the United States, where not only our students are studying, but also professors are interested in to conduct some kind of academic conversation with us. So this facilitates our higher education towards a kind of internationalization of our education. So this is what in modern day education we encourage the students to come and join in those kind of institutions which are not only parochially focusing on one or two areas of studies, but also focusing on building a kind of personality, building a kind of academic leadership with which they can communicate with students and departments and academics of other universities, whether they are in Asia or Europe or Americas. So this is the advantage of coming to IACER and internationalizing themselves in some ways and communicating with foreign educational institutions. In contemporary educational system in Nepal or in other countries in Europe and America, in China and Japan, the most significant thing which is emphasized nowadays is writing. So I would say that those who want to improve their writing and academic qualities regarding not only research writing but various kind of writings which enable them to enter into fields like media, fields like various kinds of professional writings, I would strongly suggest that they should come and join MPhil, because MPhil is writing-oriented research program, not only purely academic writing, but different kinds of proposal writings, report writings, professional business writings, because this is a center where even if you write for your courses, 2 or 3 term papers, you also engage in different kind of writing activities from the morning to evening. So there are teachers from media studies, there are teachers from digital professional writing studies. So since writing is so significant and practiced day in and day out, I suppose that students who are opting for humanities with professional attitude, professional vision for future should come to IACER.